The Godfather series has told some of the greatest stories ever seen on film, and the possibility of a fourth installment has just received a compelling update. The ultimate classic gangster movies, The Godfather and its sequels chronicle a deep family saga across time and generations that remains among the greatest examples of what cinematic storytelling can do. Many consider The Godfather to be the greatest American film ever made, and there is certainly a case for it. The film was nominated for 10 Academy Awards in 1973, and won 3, including Best Picture, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Actor for Marlon Brando. Still, the film's legacy and lasting power have further demonstrated how important it is. Following the first movie's powerful showing, it is incredible that The Godfather Part 2 is arguably even better. Expanding the saga of the Corleone family actually turned out to be a boon to the larger story, and the follow-up, which chronicled the parallel stories of Michael and young Vito, actually made the details of the first film even stronger. While The Godfather Part 3 did not live up to the standards of the first two movies, it was still an excellent cinematic achievement. Coppola's director's cut of the film from 2020, entitled The Godfather, Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone, especially shows the story's potential. With this in mind, new developments suggest a brilliant path for another film. Connie, a Godfather novel, releases in 2027. The Godfather is officially returning in 2027 with a new novel entitled Connie, by Adriana Trigiani, focusing on the life of Vito's daughter. Connie was played in the films by Talia Shire. While little is known about the plot, general details were shared about the novel and how it recontextualizes a woman's place in the Corleone family. It is likely, then, that Connie will occur concurrently with the events of some of the previous stories. This could make for a strong new filmic adaptation that employs some of the tactics used by Paramount Plus' The Offer, which depicted the making of The Godfather with a new cast representing familiar faces. In addition, The Godfather Part 3 ended with Connie in an uncertain place, but still alive. A new film in the franchise could allow for a story that jumped back and forth in time, similar to The Godfather Part 2, with Talia Shire playing the older version of her character and a new actor playing the younger one. This approach would simultaneously reboot the franchise while also giving it the texture of a legacy sequel. While a reinvention of the story might be best expressed with a new female director, there is also great potential for Francis Ford Coppola's involvement today, even if he came on board only as a producer. Francis Ford Coppola needs a win after Megalopolis. Francis Ford Coppola's most recent film, Megalopolis, was an enormous failure at the worldwide box office. While the project is among the greatest creative achievements of the past 10 years, this came at a great personal cost. Budget problems for Coppola forced him to put much of his own assets into the film, and they did not pay back. Coppola gambled on Megalopolis, and this put him in a much more precarious place financially. While the director's creative legacy was well cemented over the past decades, with films like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, the world has only grown more expensive, and having the opportunity of a strong earner could help to restore Coppola's estate. Granted, the Godfather movies came from a different era, and it is difficult to guess how much their box office might be today. While the first film was the biggest movie of 1972, The Godfather Part 3 did not even crack the top 10 of 1990. Still, there is more than money at stake with the future of this franchise. The new Paramount still needs to prove itself. The state of Paramount has been a topic of discussion in Hollywood over the past few years. The historic studio was bought by Skydance Media and merged with the company in 2025, and has more recently entered into a massive deal to acquire Warner Bros. Despite the size of Paramount, the studio doesn't have that much of consequence in the works. The studio has put a focus on franchises, certainly, but series like Father-in-Law, Angry Birds 3, and Sonic the Hedgehog 4 cannot compete with the projects others are putting together, including the Super Mario Galaxy movie with Illumination, and the upcoming Spider-Man, Brand New Day at Sony. 2020 SIXS summer movies could boost the studio's place in Hollywood. Scary Movie and Jackass, Best and Last could be big hits this year, but they are unlikely to be among the year's biggest films. Instead, Paramount needs to think of both the past and future of its legacy brand, and better iterate upon that. Paramount recognized this previously, with the excellent streaming series The Offer. Rooted in the studio's legacy, The Godfather is a franchise that still has viability for the studio. Moving forward with a new iteration of the historic series, in whatever shape it might take, would be a great next step for Paramount.